Dad deserves double the thanks this year, so this Father's Day, give him the power tool system that has everything for every job. The Ryobi One Plus tool system now on special buy. Over 260 Ryobi tools powered by one interchangeable 18-volt battery. And for a limited time, when you make a qualifying Ryobi purchase, you get one select tool or battery free. Feels like Father's Day at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Offer valid through July 31st, 2022. Valid at participating stores and online. Limit 1 per transaction.
Dunkin' Refreshers are the perfect way to get a little more out of your day. With more tropical flavors like new mango pineapple and more ways to get glowing. Available with green tea, coconut milk, or lemonade. You've got what you need to make the most out of every moment, even the ones spent stuck in traffic. What a beautiful day. Sip into all your favorite Dunkin' Refreshers like new mango pineapple. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Additional charges may apply.
The following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, where every man in a thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party, let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your wanna be, Jimmy Star's new celebrity.
We'll take you out to Jimmy Star's.
Hey ho, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the good times in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. We got a really fun show for you today, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it. We have everybody's favorite Tony Moore coming back on. Everybody loved him, and he's got a new song out. And we have an up-and-coming singer, Renee Leavitt, coming on. So I think we're going to have a lot of fun. But before we get started, let's start saying hi to everybody, starting off with my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Now I'm a co-host?
You are a co-host.
Oh, but I thought you had a problem with that.
I know. It's always been.
Remember when I said to you it should be the Jimmy Star and Ron Russell show, and you said
no.
Never.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you're not a co-host. You're still a co-host, so say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody. I'm a co-host. Woo, woo.
What's up, everybody in the chat room? We got a lot of people showing up. Anton Country Super's in the chat room. Hub Reynolds, what's up, Hub? Lady Cindy Lady Lake, B. Claudia from Germany is in the chat room.
Hey, B.
I'm pretty sure that's Eileen Shapiro is in the chat room. Cindy Lady Lake, hey, what's up, Cindy? Everybody, we're gonna have a good time today. These chairs aren't as big, and they're like not enough room.
I got a hair here on my mic. Look at the long gray hair. Must be yours, Jimmy. Look at this. I get all these hairs on my mic. You're going to go in my mouth. Nothing worse than having a hair in your mouth, right, folks?
Oh, my gosh, that's hilarious. All right, so what are you going to talk about today to start out with? Anything exciting?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I'm not in the mood.
Okay, so we got a new car. What do you mean? Look at the nicest car on the planet.
It's not a Ferrari.
Oh, it's not a Ferrari. We got a new car, you guys.
It's a Mercedes-Benz, like an old man car, please.
Yeah, right. It's like the freaking rocket ship Mercedes, and it's super fun, and I'm super excited to have it. And Hub Reynolds says, nice whip. Thanks, Hub.
What do you say?
Nice whip.
Whip?
Whip is a car.
I wish I could speak English.
It's a nice car. We got all kinds of stuff going on. It's kind of hot in here, though, huh?
No, I'm fine. You just have a fever.
Hot. No, this room is hot.
You probably have syphilis or something you caught from some trick while you were cheating on me.
Yeah, right.
Gonorrhea, syphilis, chlamydia. What else is out there?
I'm making it cooler.
All the social diseases, are back. I love the fact that diphtheria, I think that's how you say it. Diphtheria is back.
I don't even know what that is.
It's some kind of weird disease that we got rid of 150 years ago. But now, there are a lot of people coming in our country who are not being inoculated correctly, and they're bringing in, diseases. Years ago, you had to have shots and stuff before you came to the United States. And if you went to Ellis Island, they hosed you down to make sure you didn't have bugs, lice, crabs, or whatever. Now anybody can come from anywhere without anything, and they half of them come in with COVID, TB, all these diseases. So I think open borders is not such a hot idea. It is a good idea if you screen people that are coming in, but just not to let anybody come in from anywhere with skins. Look at this now. We have this new disease. What is it called? Turkey something or pig something? What is it? Jimmy, wake up. Hello.
I can't help it. Everybody, like guests are texting me.
Well, tell them not to. We have a show going on. They'll text you later. Listen, what's that disease that's here now? Chicken pox?
Monkeypox.
Monkeypox. I couldn't think of the animal. Who ever heard of monkeypox? Now we have that in our country. So I would suggest that everybody that is concerned about the health of our country, say something, write your leaders and tell them, hey, listen, we don't want to get sick. We were a very healthy country years ago. We only had the flu.
Anyway, B. Claudia wants to know, how come actors don't usually watch the films that they're in?
Because
you never watch yours.
I never watch mine because I see a big nose and I see a stupid guy. And it's not me. I always play a, like this. Get over here. I'm going to tell you something. That's not who I am. So when I see myself on screen, I say, yuck. I mean, there were once or twice, maybe I like something I did, but most of the time I'm not happy with it. None of them are. I mean, who could I? Jane Russell, for one, she always said to me, well, I was never really an actress. I said, what were you? Just a pair of tits? I mean, we knew that for a fact. But Jane never thought of herself as a great actress because she never liked any of the work she did. She liked it when she sang. And of course, she loved Gentlemen Prefer Blondes because she sang and danced with Marilyn Monroe. But other than that, Jane never looked at any of her movies. Mm-mm. Neither did a couple of other big stars that I asked about that. I forgot who. Big names, big superstars.
I think a lot of them watch it once for the premiere.
No, some don't at all. There was one famous movie actor, I can't remember who it was, that said, I never watch my films. I can't sit through them. Oh, I wish I could remember who it was. It was somebody I interviewed. Maybe it was it Arlene Dahl? No, I can't think of who it was. But it was a very, very super duper famous movie star. A legend movie star. Who was it? I think it was a woman. God, if I only had her memory, right? Mm-hmm. Anyway. Keep talking.
I got kicked out of the chat room. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
You got kicked out of the chat room?
Yeah.
Why'd they kick you out?
They didn't kick me out. Just there's something going on with it. Okay.
Maybe because I said tits?
No.
I mean, that's nothing compared to what I normally say.
Okay, got it. Okay, I'm back.
Look at my hair. I look like I just got caught in a windstorm. Actually, I forgot to comb it. I was on the phone with my very good friend, Janae Montague King, and we were talking about his movie, which is really a great movie, funny, and what they're doing to it to make it an even better movie before it's released.
We went to the red carpet of it a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it's about the Maybelline heiress and how she was murdered, maybe? Very suspicious. But anyway, we were on the phone for so long, and then Jimmy comes in and he says, you got 5 minutes. I thought, oh my God. So quickly, but I forgot to comb.
They like your hairstyle, though.
Yeah,
you
like my hair
good.
uncombed? How do you like that? Look at that. Look like I got electrocuted. All right, Astro.
Everybody, so we don't have a place. We switch chairs, and there's no
but
place
Astro
to put the
wants
dog.
to come up. He has to come in my lap. Come up. I'll pick you up, baby. I have to have my baby boy.
So you guys, you can listen to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, TuneIn, Pandora, Amazon Prime, and SoundCloud. Those are our biggest ones. And I want to thank everybody who's been leaving reviews for us on Apple Podcasts, which is also iTunes.
And what nice Astro, you're pulling me
we have over 1,000 reviews now
Astro,
on there, and so we really appreciate that. And
he's pulling my earplugs out.
That's okay. Hey, Astro, say hi to everybody.
Say hi, everybody. This is my baby boy, Astro, my 7-pound love. Yeah, but thank you all for the wonderful compliments and the nice things you're saying about the show and how you enjoy my crudeness. Well, I was afraid that people would be offended by some of the things I say. Like when I asked John how big his dick was on TV. People just don't do that. John, what's his name? Barrowman. And he answered. But, that's what makes our show different. I say the things that you think, and I say the things that you want me to say.
I'm talking about how wonderful the last Tony Moore interview was, and he's coming back on now. So they're
the
all
last
excited. Tony Moore is our guest today.
I know.
We're all talking about how great he was the last time.
Well, Tony Moore's a good guy.
Absolutely.
And when you're a good guest, you come back on our show. If you're a lousy guest, you don't come back. Because we want to bring you the best in entertainment. And we don't want to give you dumbbells that don't talk.
What's up? What's up, Astro? Say hi to everybody. You guys, just look at how Astro, he's so cute.
He's conceited. He's spoiled.
He doesn't know where the camera is. The camera's on the other side. You have to turn him around. But we don't have any pillows. We switched our chairs so the pillows don't really fit.
It's like I'm into bestiality. I love kissing my dog. I love making out with him. I love this dog so much. I could scream from the amount of love I have for him. We have 3, and I hate to say it, but he's my favorite. I don't know why. I never had a favorite daughter. And I don't want to have a favorite dog, but he's my favorite because look at that face. That put him. Go show your kisser. Look at that sweet little face. Oh my God. You look good, Astro. You could be a leading man.
He's so cute.
Yes.
So some of the other things that what did we do this week? I don't even remember what we did.
What did we do this week? The house, of course. We're still
working on the
house, and we're waiting for the bathroom sink thing to come. We got this beautiful carved wood, gorgeous double sink thing that goes in the bathroom, to put your sinks in.
Gets delivered on Saturday.
Yep, that's exciting. And I got a shed for the back garden. That's being delivered on Saturday so we can keep all of our chemicals, fertilizer.
I don't think that's coming till Wednesday.
Okay.
But we're working on it.
Anyway, we have a shed coming. We're still decorating, building, fixing. I don't know why we're doing this. We started with COVID because we were bored, and now we have to complete. I'm having a lot of trouble with the workers. We gave the people that did some of the work money, and they never came back. Well, what can I tell you? Now we have to find new people, but they do that. They work a couple of weeks, get your money, and then go back to wherever they came from, or they get drunk or whatever. I was talking to my friend in New York, John, who was also in this business, and he said it's the same thing on Long Island. The workers come and they go. You can't get them when you want them. They start a job and they leave a job. I think it's so terrible that no one has integrity anymore. Years ago, workers were different. Well, they were German, Italian, Irish. They were Europeans, came from a different civilization, and they had integrity. Some of the people we have working in California are ignorant, uneducated, unsophisticated, haven't one social grace, and it's okay because in their country it worked that way, but here it doesn't. That's all I can say for it.
In the meantime, our guilty pleasure, you guys, is Bling Empire. You need to watch Bling Empire on Netflix. It's freaking awesome. We actually have
wait a minute.
The lead guy.
Wait. Awesome it is not. It's addictive. It's like a train wreck. You can't wait, or a car accident. You can't stop watching it because you can't believe the audacity of these people, the narcissism, the conceit, the bragging, the showing off, the Gucci, the Gachi, all that Rodeo Drive crap, their wealth, the way they flaunt their wealth. It's amusing, but after a while it becomes very irritating.
I fucking love it.
When I think of all the homeless people in the street. And
we have the star from Bling Empire coming on soon. I'm actually talking to him because I need him for I'm inviting him to come into one of the movies I'm producing.
You didn't tell me that.
And he's going to be coming on the show in September.
Oh, the good-looking one?
Yeah.
Oh, he's coming on?
Yeah, he's coming on. And,
yeah, he's handsome. He's a very handsome Chinese guy.
So it's going to be fun.
No, he's not. He's Korean and Vietnamese, I think.
Yeah, I think he's.
Astro, you're pulling my wires.
Anyways, lots of good stuff is going on. Astro, just sit, honey.
Sit nice like a good little boy, you little thing. Sit.
We're going to bring on our first guest now because it's time. And thanks, B. B says she loves my shirt. And
B, we might be going to Europe in the fall. And one of the stops is Germany, Munich. Do you live anywhere near Munich?
That's funny as hell. All right, let's bring in Tony, you guys, and let's see if we've got him. Hey, Tony, what's up?
Hey guys, it's great to be back with you.
It's
Look at
terrific
you.
to see you.
Look at you.
Move your mouth because it didn't seem like it moved.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm in sync with myself.
Okay, now it's moving. It's terrific.
Look at you. He came on like Mr. Leather.
A little sparkle in the afternoon is always a good thing, right?
Right.
Yeah, except for it's evening for you.
Yeah, but I'm dressing for you guys. Obviously, you have a special show, and I don't want to be underdressed.
There you go. I love it. All right, everyone. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy
Wait,
Star.
how have you been?
Well, we're gonna welcome him in first.
He's saying he's welcome.
No. I want to do a good thing, so I have it for the recording. Hey, everybody! Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the incredible mega superstar rock star Tony Moore. Hello and welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Jimmy and Ron. It's great to see you again. I had such fun last time, and I'm glad that I was invited back.
Yay!
Well, like I said, if you're a good guest, you come back. If you're not, we don't. We don't want to bore people. After all, people tune in, and they want to have fun.
Yeah.
If a guest can't give us fun, then get the fuck off.
So you have to say yes. So we have a chat room. So first thing you got to do is say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Listen, the last time I was on, I had such wonderful feedback from you guys. Thank you for all the support and the lovely messages. I know you were all really very positive about the music that I was making then, and I'm back now to talk more about stuff.
We were lying. We never liked it. No,
so real quick,
we just said that to make you feel good. Then in private, I said that music is disgusting, and Jimmy said, "Oh, I was going to throw up when I heard it, and I couldn't help myself."
So hold on.
No,
so first of all,
we like your music.
Eileen is in the chat room, so say hi to Eileen.
Hey, Eileen.
And then we have to say hi to Cindy Lady Lake because she's the one who told me you had new music out, her
Absolutely.
and Eileen, to bring you back on. So say hi to Cindy.
Yeah, Cindy, thank you. Both Cindy and Eileen are just such beautiful souls doing such great work out there, helping independent artists be heard and have their voices travel around the world. So thanks, guys, for making introductions and doing such good work.
And then just say hi to B. Claudia again.
Eileen,
wait. There we go.
B. Claudia.
Eileen is not known for her soul, trust me.
That's terrible.
Well, it's true. She's not known for her soul.
And Teresa Sabins joined to say hi to Teresa.
Hey, Teresa Sabins.
She's fun.
The old gang back together.
That's right. So everybody and anybody who doesn't know Tony Moore, first of all, you can follow him on Instagram. He's at Tony Moore. His Twitter is at Tony Moore with the number 1 after it. And his website is TonyMooreMusic.com. We're going to talk a little bit about his new song in a minute. But for anybody who, in case you don't know who Tony Moore is, which is really weird, but you never know, he was the first keyboard player for Iron Maiden. He was also in Cutting Crew. He was in a band called, how do you pronounce it? Tansder Youth?
Tansder Youth, exactly.
Tansder Youth with Brian James from The Damned, and they opened for the Stranglers and Black Sabbath. When he was with the Cutting Crew, he opened up for Huey Lewis, Starship, and the Bangles. He also, as a solo artist, I believe, you opened up for Duran Duran in Malta. Is that right?
Yeah,
as a
absolutely.
solo artist. So he's a fucking rock star, you guys. And he's very, very cool and humble, and we're happy to have him back.
Thank you, Jimmy. That's going to go on my press and PR. He's a fucking rock star, guys. Jimmy Star.
Did Jimmy say that?
Yes.
You said fucking?
Yes.
You're not supposed to curse anymore.
That's okay. You can curse. It doesn't matter.
No, I didn't want to curse. I'm not going to curse anymore.
Sorry,
I thought about it. No, my nephew came to visit my daughters on Sunday. The language that was in that room was appalling. I mean, we were all, every other word was a curse or a this or that. And before I fell asleep that night, I thought to myself, you know what? I'm at an age where I shouldn't curse anymore. It's not becoming. So I'm not going to curse anymore. Really.
That'll last about 8 seconds.
No, it'll last more than that, you motherfucker.
Also, they say besides being a rock star, you're the nicest guy ever.
Oh, that's debatable.
And the real Randy Edelman, who is actually Eileen, says that you have a new club, the Camden Club. Tell everybody a little bit about your new club.
Yeah, thank you, Lady Lake Music. We're in our first month. I'm actually at the club right now. We've got a massive event this evening happening right now, so you might hear a little bit of chat in the background. But it's in Camden, which is in North London. It's a very well-known area in London for live music venues, and sadly, over the last 10 years or so, we lost a lot of venues. So this is a brand new venue. It's a great space, about 100 capacity, amazing stage and sound that we put together. Yeah, and Randy Edelman came and did his one-man show on Saturday night. We absolutely loved it. He was.
I heard it was terrific.
Yeah. He even invited me to come up and play on some songs. I played some guitar on the big hits,
There you
which
go.
was a treat for me.
I love it.
Randy Edelman is quite a talent. He writes the most fabulous Academy Award-winning movies. I mean,
Absolutely.
he's a biggie. He's not a little shit. He's a big
No.
guy. And he's a nice guy. You know, I almost threw him off the show when I interviewed him. I hated him. I thought he was rude and obnoxious. And I did say to him, if you don't behave, I'm throwing you off the show. And I didn't like him. And then I got to know him, and now I love him. And we became really good friends. So sometimes you start off on the wrong foot, but then you change it. But no, Randy Edelman is just, he's a Jew from New York, and that's how we talk. New York Jews are not very socially polite. We have a way about us, we're very frank and to the point.
Right.
Right, Eileen Shapiro?
Yes, he says you were great too in the live stream. Everybody, it seems like many of the people in the chat room watched the live stream.
Well, do you know what was really exciting for me is that when I was a kid in the 70s, Farewell Fairbanks, which was the big album for Randy as a singer-songwriter in the UK, was my go-to album. I would listen to that on repeat all the time. And although I loved Elton John and Billy Joel and all the other great songwriters, there was something about Randy in that album that really touched me and meant something to me and was quite influential in my songwriting. And so all these years later, to get to know and to become a friend with him and then to be invited to play on some of those songs was a real treat for me.
I think it's awesome, and it's two superstars like performing together.
Yeah. And also, Randy Edelman can write music for a shitty movie. And the shitty movie becomes a great movie only because of his music. And that's a fact.
But that's
I'm not going to say anything more, right, Eileen?
Anyway, so now you've done so many wonderful things. I know you have a brand new single. It's called "Let Your Heart Begin to Sing," and from what I read, I went on your website, you guys, which is TonyMooreMusic.com. Sorry, I almost messed that one up. And it says that it's a tribute to your mother, whose dementia inspired you to write the song. So tell us a little bit about the song, because everybody wants to know.
Yeah, well, so this was the end of 2019, going into 2020, and she'd been in hospital for about 5 weeks. She'd had pneumonia quite badly. And something really weird happened to her when she came out. It was like there was a switch had been turned off in her brain, and kind of the dementia switch had been turned on. And overnight, she came home, but she was not the same person. She became bedridden. She's been in bed for 2.5 years now.
Oh,
wow.
And lives in that kind of little bubble where she knows who I am most of the time. So at the very beginning of that, I just wanted to write a song for her that was just a very positive, it'll be all right song, because I'm here for you and I love you, and let your heart begin to sing. And it's become her favorite song. She's, she loves all music, and she loves my music, of course, because she's my mum and she's always supported me. But I play the song to her pretty much every day still. And she was a ballerina when she was very young. And so even though she's still in bed, she does arm ballet to the song. So as I'm playing it, she's doing the movements.
Oh, that's so
and when
nice.
it gets to the end of the song, she knows it's the very final notes, because she brings her hands down and puts them down on the table and looks at me and knows that we've kind of synchronized the song. And in those moments, it's like she's there, and then in other moments, she's not there. So the song is just about being positive. She's 93. 93.
Okay. A very famous movie star that I know, who I'm friends with and that I've interviewed, but I won't give you her name. She went under a surgery, and from the anesthesia, she lost half of her mind.
Oh, no.
It has come back. It takes a long time to come back. So there's hope that your mom might get some of it back. But anesthesia in older people can lose their mind. That's why I don't take anesthesia.
Right.
Because I lost, if I lose half of my mind, there's no mind left at all.
There's something really funny that she says lots of funny things, because we have a laugh about it, because she sometimes doesn't recognize me. She gets a bit confused, which is fine. But I had a friend with me one night when I was dropping in to make sure she was okay and make her a cup of coffee. And I introduced my friend, who said, "Hello, I'm a friend of Anthony's." And my mum said to her, "Oh, he's my second favorite son, you know." Now, the reason that's funny is because I'm an only child. I don't have a brother. So I'm not even first, and there's only one of me. It was so funny.
I think it's beautiful how well you take, that you take such good care of your mother. I think that's very admirable.
Well, that's European, or actually England is not Europe, but that's foreign. American people sort of were told, put them in a home. It's better for them in a home because they're with the same people. They're fed properly, bathed properly, and cared for properly. Have you ever been to homes and seen aging people in homes? It's not what they said. No. They all are miserable. They want to come home. They cry, and they die very early in life. Jimmy's dad was put in an extremely expensive home. It was like $4,000 a month or $10,000 a month. Ooh. And he hated it. All right, he had his own room, a television, a nurse. But what good was it? He wasn't with family and stuff.
Absolutely. So that's one of the really important reasons that she's still at home, and I spend as much as time as I can with her, because I want her to know that she's loved and that she's safe, and life is as normal as possible. She has a cigarette, a cup of coffee, and a chat, and I play her a song, and we watch some television together, and it's
yeah, but you should tell her to stop smoking.
At her age,
it could kill her. At 92.
Yeah.
Oh, God bless her. Good for her. She's going to get better. They do come around.
Yeah.
The brain repairs itself. It takes a long time.
Well, thank you, Ron. I'm there to just give her that environment to be able to come back to, if she can, or just to let her know that she's loved every day, if that's what it is.
I love it.
Just don't wear this outfit when you visit her.
I love it. So what is on the necklace? What is on the charm?
It's just a little green emerald. It's I like to say it channels my positive energy and sends it out in a beam around me as I walk around.
Oh, I love it.
So I don't know if it does or not, but I believe it does. So that's the important thing for me.
It does.
It does.
Anything that shines from you. Remember this. Anything that any kind of a thing you wear that shines from you projects to somebody near you. It does project your energy. Right. It enforces it. It makes it stronger.
So here's what we're going to do.
Well, excuse me. Wait, big mouth. You always cut me off.
Well,
you know what? I wish I didn't see him.
You finished the store. You had a
No, I
period
didn't. I'm going into a whole new thing of interest. Nobody cares what you say. I mean, really. Anyway, when fortune tellers look into a crystal ball, all right? It's your energy they're seeing you through the ball. It's your energy. Now you may speak, Mr. Big Shot.
Okay, so we're going to play the video. Hopefully we're not going to have any problems.
Good thing I love him so much.
And, the name of the song is Let Your Heart Begin to Sing. So I want you to actually introduce it, and then this is the first time with our new engineer, Juan. He's playing the video, so Juan will play the video, and then we'll come back. So don't go anywhere. All right, so you introduce it, and Juan, hopefully you got it ready. We're going with the first song, Let Your Heart Begin to Sing. Go.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is my brand new single. It's called Let Your Heart Begin to Sing, and this is the video for it.
I know the world came crashing down on you, but you're a fighter, you won't push on through. What's true today's tomorrow's yesterday's news. Just keep the line of love, the one thing you choose.
Hey, everybody, that was Let Your Heart Begin to Sing by Tony Moore. And I want to say, besides the song being absolutely terrific,
The video is good.
The video is amazing. Like, the way you create videos is extremely
It's really
cool.
an interesting video. I enjoyed it.
Thank you. Well, so that's just me in my front room. Same room that I did the last video in, with about 6 square feet of green screen behind me. And then the rest is all public domain footage from the 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Terrific.
And I kind of work out how to insert myself into the video.
I love it with the old guy and the lady. That's a famous painting.
It is. And it's that kind of the farmer and his wife just staring into space.
Usually he has a pitchfork or something,
Yes.
I think. Yeah.
I forgot the name of the artist. The artist is the American artist.
There was a game called Masterpiece, though, back in the day, and that was one of the cards in it. That's how I know it.
Somebody out in the chat room, the name of the artist that did that, very famous artist.
I also love the thing
Rockwell.
with,
Was it Rockwell? Norman Rockwell, I believe.
Oh,
it could have been. I love the thing with the guy, and then he gets into the suitcase, and the suitcase goes flying through the sky. So who was the only one I didn't like? Who was the lady? The lady doing on the phone or whatever, like doing.
Oh yeah,
well,
I don't know. This is basically this is old public domain footage.
I thought maybe it was somebody famous that we should just know. Okay,
it's from a movie, but it's probably a B or a C movie. And all I've done really is I've tried to find some places where their lip movement is very similar, and then I've done a bit of sneaky editing and speeding up and slowing down of scenes to try and match it so that it looks like they're singing along.
I think it was fabulous, and everybody in the chat room loves it.
I liked it, and that's on the level.
And of course, my mum makes a little special guest appearance in there in 2 places.
Yes, I saw that too. I was wondering if that was your mom.
Yeah, I wasn't sure that was your mother.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So at 92, she's in a movie. How do you like
exactly.
that? Goes to show you at any age you can film.
Yeah, so fame has arrived quickly.
As long as your son is the producer. And in my case, I work all these movies because I sleep with the producer.
Oh,
I think Cindy wrote that she thinks that the painting is called American Gothic.
It is American Gothic. Yeah. That's what it's called.
Good job, Cindy.
It's Norman Rockwell's American Gothic.
There you go. So I think it's phenomenal. I'm sure it'll be a hit. Everybody's going to love it. And I think when people, know the meaning behind, that's one cool thing about all your music always has a very positive, uplifting message in all the things that you do. And I think that's a big plus.
That's important. We need it today.
Because the last time we were on, we played Never Gonna Say Goodbye, which we're going to play later also, because that also had such a fabulous message, to it. So everything that you do.
Now, Jimmy, how come we're not getting thrown off the air because we're playing music?
Well, we don't know what'll happen at the end of this yet.
I mean, they still make. Isn't this horrible?
They might make it that they don't have it. Also, they might, because he's not on a major label. So he puts this music out on his own, so we might.
I really
be okay
think the communists are taking over our country. Yeah. I'm starting to feel like I'm in a communist country. Really, we're losing all of our rights. Our freedom of speech. If you're a Republican, you're not allowed to say it because they kill you. I mean, it's ridiculous. And music, we can't use. It's your music.
How much is gas in the UK?
We're approaching £2 per liter. So
as a liter's less than a gallon, right?
Oh yeah, I think there's maybe 3 liters in a gallon, maybe.
Oh shit! So and how much is maybe £2 in American dollars?
Yeah, it's about $2.
Okay, so $3. So it's like $6 a gallon.
So, yeah, we're getting towards kind of between $6 and $8 a gallon, I guess.
Yeah, that's what we are too. In California, it's cheaper on the East Coast, but in California, it's going up. We just saw somebody post it. It was like $7.79. So it's kind of expensive, but you gotta love it. So
like I said, now when I work Hollywood Boulevard, I charge my Johns extra. That's all.
So who, like, as an old, obviously when you were younger, you're different. Now the music that you're putting out is very like pop rocky. Do you have any people that you listen to now that are like now kind of like musicians that you think are really good and maybe even influence you a little bit?
I'm not sure about influence. There's some fantastic young singers. There's a guy called Sam Fender, who is amazing. Young British artist that, if you haven't heard, he's not a superstar yet, but in the UK, he sells out big shows and people really love him. And, when he has that breakthrough big hit, it will be massive because he is so good.
I wrote it down so I can go look him up.
Yes. But there's a lot of artists that I program because, as you know, one of the other hats I wear through these two venues is supporting new and emerging talent. And I've got to tell you, there's some incredible young artists out there. There's a girl called Sam Fire. It's all one word, Samfire, who's brilliant. Makes very special music. There's and of course Ilo, who's the artist that I've been working with for the last few years, writing and producing with her, who's got a stunning voice. So I'm inspired by talent, not necessarily stylistically, but just by people's talent and energy.
Do you listen to hip hop at all?
Probably not a lot.
Good.
I know, because there's one guy, I'm pretty sure he's from the UK, because I saw, the reason I found him was I was looking at the BBC like radio charts.
Right.
And Jack Harlow, have you ever heard of Jack Harlow?
No, and to be honest, I don't really listen to a lot of mainstream stuff again because I'm always
Voting indie.
immersed in new music and new artists, and so kind of full of that I never really have a chance to listen to mainstream anything really.
Well, how do they dare call it hip hop music? It's not music hip hop. It's sound with voice, with talking. I mean, where's the music?
I love it.
Although, not because he's a friend of mine, but there's a young kid in America who really is a good rapper. And his name is what?
Young Zuck.
I know his real name, Mark. But Young Zuck is really good because I didn't want to hurt his feelings. So I thought, another piece of shit I have to listen to, but I'll be nice. No, I'll just smile and go, mm-hmm. Well, I was amazed because he had music. His music was good.
Well, he sings and raps both. So
but his rap wasn't. He only because he rapped to music, it made me happy. But most of the rap is just rap to boom, 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 boom.
He's going to be like the next Justin Bieber. He's
really good.
Right.
And so I think the rappers out there should really have music. And if you haven't got a voice to sing, talk. But it's okay. No. I know plenty of Broadway stars. Angela Lansbury, for one, who was not a great singer, but talk sport.
Yeah.
Lauren Bacall, my buddy, she was in Applause, and Lauren can't sing a note, but she talked it. But the music was good.
I love it.
So long as the music is good, you can get away with it.
So how was it opening up for Duran Duran? Because they're about one of the most iconic bands you could
I like Duran Duran.
You could ever work with.
Well, it was amazing for two reasons. One is because you just, all these songs are part of your history, right? They were there at the beginning of MTV, all those incredible videos that just really launched them around the world. And so everything from Hungry Like the Wolf to Rio to Girls on Film, it's just, every song is such a hit. But I also have a friend who plays guitar in the band, a guy called Dom, who I've known for years. So he was really surprised to see me. He's going, Tony, what are you doing here? And I'm opening for you tonight. It was a big outdoor festival in Malta. And it happened at a time, I think it was 2008, when I actually had a TV series in Malta called Let's Talk Music, where I would get people from the UK and from Malta, producers, songwriters, all kinds of people each week. And there'd be a panel, and we take a different subject each week. We might talk about publishing one week, or we might talk about radio production, or we might talk about songwriting, and have an invited audience. And I would perform 2 songs in the show. And I had quite a following in Malta of people who knew me. It's not the biggest country in the world, it has to be said. But basically through that, I was invited to open for them. I had just such a great time. It was an amazing day.
I love
My
that.
daughter did our family history tree, and we found out that we're part Maltese.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, that's not uncommon. Italy, Malta,
As I understand it, there's more Maltese living in Australia than in Malta itself. They travel a lot.
Malta's very small. But if you're a strong swimmer, you could swim from Genoa to Malta.
I love it. So then also though, it's for me, Cutting Crew was a huge band. And the fact that and they do have that I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight. It's probably like one of the most iconic songs of that's the 80s, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Of the 80s. Everybody knows it. So how was it like? Because I'm a big Bangles fan. Like, did you get to actually hang out with all the different bands?
Of course. Our first night in America was in New Orleans because the second night we were opening for the Bangles at the zoo there. They had a big stage, a big open air amphitheater at the zoo. And the rain came so badly that we managed to finish our set, and then they cancelled the whole show, so the Bangles didn't get to play.
Oh shit!
So that was literally a washout for them. But then we drove overnight to Houston, opened for them at the Astrodome, had an amazing show, and then the next night we were in Dallas and we had a night off, and we all went out for dinner and drinks, and we played. I was there with, well, they were all there, but I think I was playing with Mickey. This game, it's a bit like a 10-pin bowling, but with a little skittle thing in a bar, and just drinking and playing the game. And I didn't realize how much I drank. It just because the game was, and we were all having fun and hanging out.
Yeah, that's a good excuse.
I was so drunk. I have no idea how I got back to the hotel. And I woke up the next morning as they were banging on the door for us to check out. It's like, how did I get here? What even happened? But we had a lot of fun hanging out with them. They were great musicians. And they were good fun. And, again, Bangles, all hit records, right? Every single song is a massive hit they had.
And I think like Eternal Flame is like one of the best ballads of the 80s. Like, it's like my favorite ballad of the 80s, just about. So I think that like I would love, actually, I'm going to follow them and see if we can get them to come on the show.
I really love Jimmy Starr. I really do.
But the Bangles are like freaking like, and Huey Lewis is so great. And he's so iconic.
I like Huey Lewis.
Yeah, we opened for him at the in Orange County at the what's the massive stadium in Orange County, whatever it is, the Enormo Dome or whatever they call it. But his band, he and his band are just like one of the best things I've ever seen, because they've been playing together for so long and they are so good. It's like they don't even think about what they're doing. They just that flow of music coming through. Amazing singer, very tall. I'm very good at basketball. He'd like to shoot lots of hoops before the game, and I tried to shoot a few hoops, and I'm short. I didn't stand a chance.
Also, though, I hear even now Huey Lewis sells out like immediately when he goes on tour.
And he's got to be up there in
he's
the
gotta
years.
Be like, he's got to be up there.
Because he was from my day practically.
Yeah,
a little bit after me.
But when you have that kind of heritage of hit songs, it lasts forever. Whether it's Fleetwood Mac or whether it's the Bangles or
Johnny Mathis.
Well, Johnny Mathis, yeah. If you have a catalog, your favorite singer, isn't it, Ron?
Johnny is 86 and he's still doing concerts and people are still running to see him. I would be one. And I know him. I've met him 3 times. And I love him. But I would run to hear him in a minute. So, if you're good, you last forever. If you're a one-night stand, well, that's it. One of these guys here today, gone tomorrow, one hit. But Johnny Mathis has had how many hits? Millions of hits.
So wait, who are your, like, if you have a bucket list, because you've actually played with some really huge ass people, and you've been in these huge ass, bands. If you were going to go on tour and you could take any 3 bands or singers or whatever performers with you, and you guys were all going to perform, who would be your 3 people that you would like love to perform with?
Okay, it would be Peter Gabriel.
Oh my God! Doesn't he have a new album coming out?
Yeah, and I think he's on tour, isn't he? I think there's a tour coming up. Yeah. Absolutely Peter Gabriel, without a doubt. Do they have to still be with us, or can it be?
No, they can be anybody. Since it's all hypothetical, you can pick anybody you want. But not somebody that you've already played with, unless that's somebody you want to play again with.
So it's easy, right? It's Peter Gabriel. It's Bowie.
Oh, yeah.
Bowie, yeah.
And it's John Lennon.
Right? That's the only one I wouldn't pick.
Really?
I mean, I get how iconic the Beatles are and everything, but I guess for me, it isn't as iconic.
I like David Bowie. He was weird. His music was weird. His voice was weird, but his weirdness was appealing.
Well, there's an amazing movie coming out, kind of documentary, but it won some big awards in Cannes this year, and it's called Moon Age Daydream, and I think it's definitely going to be a movie. I want to see it, but everything I've heard about it is amazing.
Oh, let's see. I would love.
It's about David Bowie.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll watch. I'll see it. I liked him. My favorite song was
what?
I don't.
Something blue suede shoes.
No, put on your red heels, baby. What was that song?
Put on your red shoes and dance the blues.
Oh, I love that.
Let's dance.
Oh,
put on your red shoes and dance the blues. Let's dance.
I love that song. I still get crazy from it.
It's a great song.
Oh, if I hear it now, I got to get up and move. I can't sit.
Did you ever play with Simple Minds?
No, but I've kind of crossed paths in different ways. So Mel, who was the drummer, he did a show at the Bedford with his solo stuff, but never did the same thing or been in the same space as the whole band.
It's so funny to me because it seems like all the biggest 80s bands were not American. Tears for Fears, you know.
No, it was
Simple
they
Minds.
called it the British Invasion.
I thought that was earlier.
That's what they called it here in America.
The second invasion. We
British-
came again.
Yes.
No, but they called it the
Are the
British
Bengals
Invasion.
American or are they British?
They're American, but they were very influenced by British music.
Okay.
So I think one of their first hits was called "Going Down to Liverpool," wasn't it?
Yeah.
And there was something about them. There was almost like a British punk band, girl punk band. You know,
The Beatles put music on the map for England. I mean,
Yeah.
America, it was Dinah Shore, people like that.
I tend to think though that for the second invasion, it was MTV that opened the door because we had such colourful artists. So if you think of, as we mentioned, Duran Duran or Culture Club, right?
Yeah, Boy George is awesome.
I wonder if Culture Club would have been as successful if they hadn't had the videos to carry the image that was so powerful.
I think so.
I don't think so.
Oh, I think so. He had a great.
You had Aha. Isn't Aha?
No,
American?
he had
They were Norwegian.
Oh, okay.
he had a wonderful sound.
He still does.
Yeah, I liked his music, Boy George. It was good. Good music.
What a cool thing, though, that you were in an iconic band. You're in such an iconic band from the 80s, and that you're still doing stuff. I don't know.
I thought we were supposed to have Boy George on. Years ago, remember, somebody said they could get us Boy George, and then it went.
We could try. He's busy because he's a coach on The Voice Australia. Did they ever ask you to be a coach on any of those shows? You should totally do it. Would you do it if you were asked?
No.
No. You don't. Do you not like any of those? I love.
No.
I only like the blind auditions. I don't ever watch it after that. I just watch the blind auditions.
Yeah, for me, it's a TV program,
right?
And so it has a different agenda.
And it's fixed. It's all fixed.
It may or may not be.
Oh,
absolutely,
it's definitely fixed. It's definitely.
I don't know.
I swear by it.
I quite like being in my world, doing things that I can for artists at a stage where no one else is interested in helping them because they're too young and too new. And for me, there's a great sense of purpose to be able to do that. And I also like just doing my own thing, my own way. I'm just, I'm a bit long in the tooth. I like to, I think I find it hard to fit in with a program like that.
How old are you?
Oh, old enough.
No, seriously. You said long in the tooth.
Is that what that means? Older?
Yeah,
I don't even know what that meant.
Yeah,
I was like getting ready to ask, what does that mean?
So I'm 82.
Oh,
What am I?
he's nowhere
Long in the
near.
dentures? I mean,
Watch out for the fangs. Fangs for the memory.
Thanks for the memory, right?
Actually, Dave Hughes says you're 63.
Yeah, he might be right.
So you're a baby. You're a baby.
Thank you, Dave Hughes.
Now he wrote 76 after that.
Oh.
Dave Hughes is like a DJ in England. He says you guys need to talk. So
Right.
you can follow him. Oh, so you can get Tony. You guys, he's on Instagram at Tony Moore. You can also get him on Twitter, Tony Moore with a number 1 and TonyMooreMusic.com.
Yep.
So what else you got going on? So what's going on at your club tonight?
Tonight. So the owner of the club that I work with, the guy that took it, kind of gave me the gig to turn it into a venue. His sister works in radio and promotion and press and PR, and it's her 25th anniversary of her company. So we're having that party tonight. So there's about 200 people 2 doors away, drinking, eating, dancing, and having a great time.
And are you playing? Are you going to play for them or no?
No, it's just DJs tonight.
Okay,
But,
just DJs. Do you DJ also or no?
No, that's another skill that I
is.
do.
Yeah, but they could play your music. A DJ could play
I
your.
could do. That's true.
So
But
tell her, slip them $10 and say, "Here, play my song."
So my other passion right now is an album that I think I mentioned this last time, but I wrote and recorded an album just over a year ago called Awake, which is a concept album. It has, if you put it in the pocket that says Pink Floyd, War of the Worlds, kind of Alan Parsons Project, sort of extended pieces of music, very visual, it will give you an idea, although it's not like any of those really. I haven't released the music because it's a big album to release, but I created the live show that goes with it that I've been doing every month for a year, and every month it's full. And I've had some people come to every single show, which is 19 shows so far.
Wow.
And So that's my big project because it's a very immersive show. I'm playing guitar, keyboards, piano. It's a one-man show, but it's a whole journey. It's an hour and a half, and it's something that I'm very passionate about, getting it to another level and eventually bringing it to the States. So I will keep you posted.
Oh, that's
You
good.
mentioned Pink Floyd. I am so happy to say that for my birthday, Scott Page, who's saxophone player for Pink Floyd, played Happy Birthday to
Oh my
Ron.
God. Wow.
So what a thrill that was to have Scott play Happy Birthday to me on his saxophone.
Absolutely.
Scott Page is probably one of our dearest and best friends. He's a wonderful guy. Did you know Scott?
Only by name.
Oh, you should meet him. You'd love him. He's
he's
just a sweetie
we can
pie.
introduce you to all those people.
Yeah, he's just a kind, good, not affected at all. And his wife,
he's like you.
And his wife is a dream. I love her. John Wayne, I love her. Her name is Wayne. I call her John Wayne. I have nicknames.
I think
for
that you would
everybody.
love it. So
Tony, what's going on in your love life? Anything exciting?
Love life. Well, I've worked out that in order to have a love life, you have to have time to actually meet someone and spend time with them. And as I'm running 2 venues, and I've got this musical that I've got happening and looking after my mum right now, that's kind of on the side. If I meet someone who understands that I have very little time, that might be wonderful. But until she appears on the horizon, I'm quite happy doing.
Yeah, but you got to meet a girl that's going to be with you in everything you do.
Yes,
otherwise
exactly.
you're not going to make it with it. It'll end. So find somebody that's in your racket. I'm sure there are millions of girls that like you. I mean, you're good looking. Take the glasses off. Maybe that'll help.
I can't see you now.
Well, that doesn't matter. Girls don't make passes at guys that wear glasses.
That's not true. I love glasses. I
Yeah,
have
but
like
that's
15
because you're an
pairs.
old fag.
No,
But
I love glasses.
I'm talking
I have
about
like 15
girls.
pairs.
Talking about girls. Girls don't want a 4-eye.
That's not true.
Nobody wants to go out with 4 eyes. Come on.
That's not
Look
true.
how handsome he is without the glasses.
He looks good with the glasses too.
No,
you
he
look
don't.
like a rock star no matter what you do. And
You
everybody
look younger without the glasses.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Get contacts. Get contacts.
Well, it's reading glasses, unfortunately. So you two are just a little blur on my screen right now. But I know what you look like.
I
so
I only have to wear them for reading.
Yeah, and
also.
I need them. I had cataract surgery, so I've got 20/20 vision long way.
Hey, Claudia likes glasses.
I could stand in Palm Springs and see New York with my vision, but I need glasses for close up.
I love it. So,
but I never appear in glasses unless it's something in a movie I'm doing and I have to look old. When they want me to look old, seriously, I put glasses on.
So you guys, this is Tony Moore. You gotta please support him with his indie song, "Let Your Heart Begin to Sing." Watch the video, share it everywhere. I'm sure it's on all the streamable sites, right? Like Spotify,
YouTube and everywhere. Yeah.
And go download it. Listen to all his music. He's a super talent. So when do you think you're going to release Awake?
Well, probably not this year, because the plan is to try and build the awareness first. A little bit like the Rocky Horror Picture Show concept, where the people who come and see it bring more people to come and see it because they enjoyed it so much. And then when there's a groundswell of people who are ready for an album, then I can
release it.
Do it that way around. Because I'm an independent artist and this is a big project, right? So putting a single out every now and then like I'm doing is fun and it's nice and it can have a little impact. But to try and release what's a double or possibly even a triple album of music and as a concept it needs a proper machine around it to help it gain prominence. And that will start with having people who are already aware of it, I think.
I'm a firm believer in pre-publicity. I'm in movies that say, don't mention it, don't give away the name, I say, bullshit. Years ago, before a film was made, we knew all about it, couldn't wait to see it. I feel pre-publicity sells.
Yeah, I agree.
You're doing a smart thing. Very smart, Tony.
Also, you guys, last time I think Tony was on, we also played Route 66, his remake of Route 66, so you can check that one out. Actually, just check out all his stuff by going to TonyMooreMusic.com. He's a super talent. He's a super nice guy. Women, he's single. You can hit on him.
No, and
follow him in his social media.
And he's really somebody you should have in your collection.
Absolutely.
Definitely. No, don't thank me. I'm saying I'm not bullshitting you. If I didn't like you or your music, I would keep my mouth shut. No, really. I mean, I have him in our collection. I don't know where he is, but we have about
my phone.
We have about 1 million.
Right.
And if you're in my car, it's like winning an Academy Award. And your song, I think 66 is in my car.
Actually,
Because
all
we
of them
play
are.
that when we drive on the highway to LA. So you're in my collection, which is quite an honor because not
Because he
too many-
doesn't like a lot of music.
No. You know what? You know why, Tony? I've been around since the swing bands of the 40s.
Right.
Glenn Miller to the Beatles and beyond. So I really know music. You know, I grew up with it all my life. And I basically have good talent about when it hits. I know what stinks and what works. I love 66. How's that doing? Is it selling?
Route 66.
Route 66.
Yeah, but
I love that song. I think it's great. It's my favorite.
It's kind of done what it's going to do for the time being, and then we'll see as as things progress, people will start discovering things that they didn't know about me as I kind of try and raise the profile a bit, and then there's also this back catalogue for people to experience and enjoy that haven't found it yet.
Why didn't we
I
play
always
it?
do that.
Why didn't we play 66?
Because the other one was the new song.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but the new song's not out yet. So
Yeah,
what's
it
the
is.
point?
Yeah, it's all
Oh,
out.
it is.
It is.
It
Yeah,
is.
it came out on
It's
June
all
the
out.
3rd.
Came
Oh,
out June
good.
the 3rd.
Everybody buy it. It's out.
There you go. All right. So Tony, real quick, say something nice for B Claudia because she's got to be like your biggest fan on the planet. And go ahead.
B. Claudia, thank you so much for all the lovely, kind things you said the last time I was on the show and for all the support. And I'm so glad that you're here again. It means the world to me that you're interacting and sending me such great messages. So thank you for being on my side. I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah,
Now,
she's
if
just
you're
fabulous.
a really good guy, you'll make a little note with a photograph and send it to me. No, seriously.
She'll download this anyway.
No,
so she'll
do
be
a
fine.
selfie and just say something sweet to B because she really is your biggest
She's
fan.
already like buying shit. She like
Yeah.
buys everything.
No, I
Just
mean,
we let her
she's
know.
really, she loves you. She's your
Now
biggest.
she said she's crying.
Yeah. No, seriously. Please, Tony, that's for me and Jimmy. Send her a selfie. You know, take it on your cell phone and send it to her with "I love you" or something, because she loves you.
You got
She
to
really,
like
she thinks your music is like the best in
So
the world.
everybody, this is Tony Moore. He's really a super talent, and on top of the fact that he's such a wonderful musician, he's just a really good guy, everybody. So please support him
He
in
is
all
a
he's
good
doing.
guy.
We wish you the best of luck with the Camden
Thank you.
Club and everything going on there. Anytime you have stuff to bring out, please let us know. We'll bring you back. Everybody loves you. And so we'll talk to you soon. Go to your party and enjoy.
So nice seeing
And-
you again, Tony.
And
I
we're gonna
enjoyed
play.
it.
We're gonna play. Never gonna say goodbye in a minute once you're
Right.
gone. So we'll
Thank
promote
you, Jimmy.
more.
Thank you, Ron. It's been
Good.
great
Thank
to
you
see
so
you.
much.
Good seeing you. Have a good party.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
And B. Claudia says thank you like a million times to you.
No, I
to
mean,
you
it's
and Tony
true.
both. Bye-bye, Tony.
She loves
Bye-bye.
him, so I would send a picture of me.
there you
you know.
go.
Like Eileen Shapiro, you write that "I love you, Eileen." She sends you a picture of her without a bra.
So I also really want to thank Cindy, Lady Lake, and Eileen because they're the ones who told me that Tony has a new single out and that we should bring him back on. So thank you guys for looking out for us. We appreciate it. You guys are the best. And in the spirit of Tony Moore, we're gonna do a little another song. This is a song that we played the last time he was on. It's really a great song. It's called "Never Gonna Say Goodbye." So go ahead, Juan,
Is it
take
like
it
that
away. No, it's not that
Never
one. This-
can say.
I released my grip and let you ride alone, and saw you sail off down the road. And all these many years I've watched you as you've grown. You made my heart so proud it glowed. But comes a time when we must all let go. Not gonna say goodbye, not even gonna try, 'cause you will always be in every memory. Not gonna say farewell, I think that you can tell that love is always there. You know it's everywhere. I'm never gonna say, I'm never gonna say, I'm never gonna say goodbye. And every now and then I close these these tired eyes. I can see you run to me with a face that asks, did I do good? I tell no lies. Well, yes, you did wonderfully. There comes a time when we must all let go. Not gonna say goodbye, not even gonna try, 'cause you will always be in every memory. Not gonna say farewell, I think that you can tell the love is always there. You know it's everywhere. Not gonna say goodbye, not even gonna try, 'cause you will always be in every memory. Not gonna say farewell, I think that you can tell the love is always there. You know it's everywhere. I'm never gonna say, I'm never gonna say, I'm never gonna say, I'm never gonna say, I'm never gonna say goodbye.
Yay! All right, everybody. So that was Tony Moore. He really is a super talent, and what a resume he's got. Cutting Crew and Iron Maiden. Really huge bands. So we're really happy to have him on the show, and glad you are happy, B.
Astro keeps pulling my earplugs out. Astro, leave my earplugs in.
Oh, I have to look something up too, real quick. But it's all good. So hope everybody's doing well with everything that's going on in the world today. And I want to thank everybody for always tuning in. And if you leave us a review on iTunes, leave it on, because we're up there twice. Make sure you leave it on the one that's got the 1,000 reviews on it, because that's the one we're building. So leave the reviews. We're so happy. I think we have 1,015 reviews on iTunes now.
Wow, that's good.
We had I don't know. We had like 7 before I started asking people.
Well, we go out to 5 million people. So if you really think about it, that's not a lot.
No, but it's getting people.
We should have at least 1 million reviews.
Getting people though to like leave reviews isn't so easy.
Yeah, people haven't got the time, or they don't care. I agree. But if you care, and if you want us to be around for longer, give us reviews.
That's right. And so it's all good. And I was looking for something real quick. So
I go to work soon. I think I said this already. Am I getting like senile? In a couple of weeks, I go to work on Clowny, and I play a grandfather. And it's really funny because, I'm 82 years old, and playing a grandfather should be easy. But the producer of the movie said to me, Ron, could you try to look old? And I thought, wow, what a compliment. Try to look old. So I was letting my eyebrows change, make them white and do all that jazz. And I did that, and it looked terrible. So I'm going to be me. There are 82. I am 82, and this is what I look like. So it's real. What am I supposed to look like? A vegetable? Some kind of a thing, in it like just decrepit old creep. There are 82-year-old people that look like me. So I'm going to be me.
Also, everybody, if you're follow me on social media, so I'm working on a new film, and I can tell you the name of it is going to be called Dog Moon, and it's going to be different than other horror movies because there's 24 characters, and everybody in it is going to be an iconic person from the 80s, 90s, and today. I can't tell you who's going to be in it yet.
I'm in it.
But we do have some really big people that we're interested in putting in it. And if you're a friend of mine and you got any ideas of people who were iconic in the 80s or 90s or the 2000s, let me know, because we're starting to put together the cast list for it. And it's going to be really very unusual and different. Instead of having just one star like everybody wants it, we're going to have 24 stars. And each one will have a cool following. And it can be from any genre, television, movies, music.
And it'll be cameos, so they don't have to give a lot of time.
And actually, no,
They're not
They're
cameos?
all characters. There's like
full
they're like characters,
full speech characters.
Yeah, most of them are full characters. Especially there's like 15 of them that are major characters in the film. So
am
they'll
I
be throughout
major
the
or
whole
am I
thing.
cameo?
No, you're a major.
Oh, I'm a major. What do I
you-
play?
I can't tell you.
You can't tell
We're not
that?
talking about that. yet.
Probably a wise guy, a tough guy.
Oh, look at B. Claudia says, first of all, B, you're going to know several of the people in it because a lot of the people that have been on this show are going to be cast in the film. So I think
That's
you
good.
guys will like it a lot. And so we're working on it and we're putting it together and it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's going to be a trilogy. So there's going to be 3 movies. So
When do we shoot it?
when I get the money, but I got to put together the cast first.
Okay. Okay. It's one of those coulda, shoulda, wouldas. Oh, are we?
Well, I've got more interest in this than any other film that I'm working on. So
Well, what about the
with
pilot?
people- Huh?
The pilot film, the film that you shot.
That's a TV series. That's different.
That's not a movie. That's
No,
a
it's a
TV.
TV series.
Yeah, I'm in that too, right?
And
I tell you,
will be eventually.
we're sleeping with the producer is so easy.
Oh, B. Claudia says Tom Selleck. He probably wouldn't do it because it's a horror movie.
No, Tom Selleck. Well, anyway, we won't talk about Tom Selleck.
I love Tom Selleck. I think he's fabulous, but he won't probably do it. That's a good one though. Richard Dean Anderson. He might be too old though because there aren't too many older people
Who'd you
roles.
say?
Richard Dean Anderson. You don't know who that is. That's
This-
MacGyver.
Another Richard Anderson,
yeah.
like my buddy who passed away, Richard Anderson.
So these
The actor.
think people that can be like in maybe not older than 50-ish or 55-ish because it's a fight movie. They're going to be in the military and stuff, so it can't be like fat people because unfortunately they wouldn't be realistic and believable that they're like fat people in the military that can run around and chase a werewolf.
Now you're giving
But
the
it's going to
plot
be
away.
fun. So anyway, we're going to bring on our next guest. I've never met her before, but we had her father on 2 weeks ago, Gary Leavitt. He's the guy who did all the voices that Ron enjoyed and I
Loved
enjoyed so
him.
much. So we're going to bring her
Loved
on. His
him.
daughter's name is Renee, and she's a singer. Hello, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, we're good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm happy to be here.
So it's Renee Leavitt, right? That's how we pronounce it?
Yes,
Okay,
you're right.
good. I just wanted to make sure we had it. So we're going to introduce you guys. All right, everybody. Now I want to introduce you to country music's next big name, Renee Leavitt. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you. It's glad to be here.
We're going to have a lot of fun. Let me first start off by introducing you to my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Your
Hi,
dad-
nice to meet you.
Your dad gave us such a good show. I love him. Say hi to him. Say hi to him when you're off the air. Now let's hear what you've got to
Hold
say.
on. Wait. Say hi. We have a chat room full of people. Say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hello, everyone in the chat. How's it going?
There you go. It's going great. We're having a great time. So tell us now, where actually are you? Where do you live?
So I live right north of Boston, Massachusetts. So it's a little town called Woburn, and I don't know. What do you want to hear about me? Do you want to hear about my singing?
So actually, you guys can follow.
You look like your father, you know. People tell
I
you
don't
that.
like that.
No, you do. You got the same teeth and smile.
Well, thank you.
Your father had a beautiful smile. You didn't think so?
He
Yes,
does have
he
a
does.
goodness.
He's got like a happy smile. You have a happy face smile too.
Thank you.
I never had a smile. I smile. I look like I'm angry. I have a sneer, and I always loved people that watch me smile. A sneer, like Joan Crawford, sneer.
Listen to
But you have a happy smile.
So you guys, Renee is a singer-songwriter, right?
Yes, I write my own songs.
Singer-songwriter. Her website is actually thereneelevitt.com, but you got to make sure you spell Levitt right. It's LEAVITT.com. It's up on the screen. So how long have you been singing?
So I've been singing since I was about 3 years old. Watching my dad perform, he impersonated Bruce Springsteen when I was younger. So I really just loved listening to music and singing along with it. And then when I was 8 years old, I entered a singing competition and I got second place in my age group. So from there, it was just every single day I was belting tunes, singing in the car, and it's my life. Singing is my
I
life.
think your father told us the story.
Wait a second.
He did?
So wait a second. Did you like Bruce Springsteen back then, or do you like
I
Bruce Springsteen?
did. Yeah, I liked him because he resembled my father, or my father resembled him. So.
I think Born to Run is one of the greatest albums of all time. And I don't like all his music, but for me, Born to Run, I can listen to it over and over and over and over. The whole every song on the album is fantastic. So I like that you like him. So
Dunkin' Refreshers are the perfect way to get a little more out of your day. with more tropical flavors like new mango pineapple and more ways to get glowing. Available with green tea, coconut milk, or lemonade. You've got what you need to make the most out of every moment, even the ones spent stuck in traffic. What a beautiful day. Sip into all your favorite Dunkin' refreshers like new mango pineapple. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Additional charges may apply.
Dad is the smartest guy you know, so give him a gift that's just as smart, like a battery-powered smart doorbell from Google Nest that lets him see what's happening at his door and answer it from anywhere. The Google Nest doorbell is now on special buy for only $129.99 and works on any home. Find the best and smartest gifts for Dad. Feels like Father's Day at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Offer valid through June 19, 2022 at participating U.S. stores and online. Limit 5 per customer.
Years old, you decided you're going to be a singer.
Yep, I decided I was going to be a singer. I entered a singing competition. I sang Both Sides Now by Judy Collins, and I got second place in my age division, which was super amazing.
I thought somebody else sang Both Sides Now.
Who else sang it?
I thought the girl who did the Olympics, I thought also. Maybe there's two people who did Both Sides Now.
There might be different versions of it, but I sang the Judy Collins version.
I love that because that's such a phenomenal song. And that was the song for the Olympics it must have been a long time ago. Well, many years ago, that was like the song they used for the Olympics, I believe. And it's a great song. Okay, so you sang both, which is an unusual pick of a song for a child.
Yeah, I mean, my dad and my mom really had a big sway on what I was listening to when I was younger. So I'd say it was their music taste that brought me to that song.
So what kind of music do you listen? Okay, so I know that, first of all, I know that you did a gospel song, or it's kind of a gospel song, and it's been a huge hit, very big and successful, but you're really a country singer. Like, what kind of music do you actually, if you were just sitting around and you weren't talking to us and you were listening to music, what kind of music do you listen to?
Well, I have like a 36-hour playlist of a bunch of different songs that range from most genres. I don't listen to rap music, but I will listen to most anything else. So it's probably going to be rock.
He won't either.
Yeah.
I like hip hop, but he doesn't like it either. So that's okay. Okay.
Not music. It's just not music. It's today's idea of, I haven't got talent, but I think I do. So I'm going to talk a song. You know, I'm used to Judy Garland. Voices.
She's too young to know who Judy
she
Garland
knows.
is.
Everybody knows Judy Garland, Jimmy. If you don't know Judy Garland, you're dead. And Barbara Streisand, that voice, my God, it never ended. Did you think Barbara Streisand had a great voice?
You know, she definitely had a voice of her time. She was very good.
You don't think she'd make it singing today?
I think there's a lot of people that try to make it singing that have amazing voices and just don't get anywhere because of publicity or because of marketing.
They're old because they're old. Barbara Streisand's almost my age. She's like 81.
Well, Barbara Streisand was young and she came out. What she's saying is that, like, you got to have something behind you to make it today because it's very difficult and it's very competitive. And so she might not today. If
no,
she
I know
was
that,
young
but,
today.
but do we have voices today out there to compare with Barbara Streisand, Johnny Mathis, or all the great singers?
Do you know who Johnny Mathis is?
Sure,
I do. I can't recall any of the songs off of the top of my head, but I've definitely listened to Johnny Mathis in the car with my dad before.
Yeah, he's fabulous.
Yeah, I mean, they had voices that Johnny Mathis is 86. He still has concerts sold out, thousands of people sold out. So does Barbara. If Barbara ever went back to doing a concert, and she gets $500 a ticket, could, front row, she could really sell out.
So hold on. B. Claudia is one of our great friends who lives in Germany. She loves all the music people already. She's like looked you up and she's posting all kinds of stuff. And she told me that Both Sides Now was at the 2010 Winter Olympics by Joni Mitchell. Have you ever heard of Joni Mitchell?
I have.
Okay, so Joan, that's who I was thinking. Thank you, B. I was thinking Joni Mitchell. It's a great song, no matter who sings it. I don't think I even knew Judy Collins sang it. So
Joni Mitchell.
So here's what I want to do real quick. So everybody can actually hear how you sing. I want to play your new music video, so that way when we're talking, we know how fabulous and all the people listening actually know, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
And if we get kicked off, it's not our fault.
No, we won't get kicked off. I don't think so. This song,
we're not allowed to play anybody's music. You know, that's sick. Yeah, they kicked us off one time.
It's because it's a YouTube thing.
I mean, it's your music, and you give us permission. and we're
Oh,
not
yeah.
allowed. And we're not allowed to show it. The world is getting nuts, baby.
So tell
Crazy
tell
world.
everybody a little bit about this song that has taken off.
Sure. So it's called Walk with the Big Guy. I wrote it when I was in seminary school. I just graduated Boston University with a master's degree in theology. So I really was feeling close to God while I was studying, and I decided that I wanted to be able to share that experience with other people. So I wrote this song, and it's about having a conversation with God.
Okay, so Juan, I'm gonna have her actually like introduce it now for everybody, and then you play it and you stay there, and we'll be right back so everybody can hear it. So go ahead, introduce it to us.
All right, you are listening to Walk with the Big Guy by Renee Leavitt.
On life's crazy roads, there's twists and turns and highs and lows. Sometimes I find myself alone and confused as the dark clouds roll in and the storms just won't end. I realize there's only one place I'll find refuge. I need to take a walk with the big guy, have a talk with the big guy. I know he knows what I'm going through, and he'll know just what to do. All the wisdom in his words soothes the pain and heals the hurt. So I get down on my knees and close my eyes and take a walk with the big guy. I just don't understand why I let things get out of hand, or why I think that I'm strong enough to do things my own way. But the truth is he knows all the depths of my soul, and when the day is done, I'll always run back to his saving grace. I need to take a walk with the big guy, have a talk with the big guy. I know he knows what I'm going through, and he'll know just what to do. All the wisdom in his words soothes the pain and heals the hurt. So I get down on my knees and close my eyes and take a walk with the big guy. I think about the sacrifice he made, so I don't have to pay the price he paid. I need to take a walk with the big guy, have a talk with the big guy. I know he knows what I'm going through, and he'll know just what to do. All the wisdom in his words soothes the pain and heals the hurt. So I get down on my knees and close my eyes. So I get down on my knees and close my eyes and take a walk with the big guy. I'll take a walk with the big guy. We'll take a walk with the big guy.
Hey, so that was "Walk with the Big Guy" by Renee Leavitt. Your voice is beautiful. Everybody in the chat room loves it. So
And that
congratulations.
song will sell like mad. The lyrics are wonderful. They're positive. They're uplifting. And in our times right now, the way the world is today, especially our country, we need to talk to the big guy. Somebody's got to talk to the big guy to get the record straight.
So I have a question. It said at the end of the video, I think it said, now I forgot the sequel. Did it say the sequel or something? What did it say at the end?
Yeah, the sequel. So that's my second album. Very creative on the name there. My first album's called The Story, so I was like, well, I should.
Oh, okay. Oh, so I didn't even know you have a whole album. Do you have a whole album? Like more than you have 2 albums out?
Yeah, I have 2 albums. They're on Spotify, Apple Music, all the big playing streaming services.
So The Story and the sequel. So you have 2. I didn't even realize that when we had
Give
you
us
come
the
on.
names clearly and slowly of the albums.
Sure. So if you look up Renee Leavitt, you'll see The Story and the sequel.
Okay, and so then are they gospel music, or are they country music, or are they a mix of everything? Because you can hear the country in your voice when you're singing.
They're not gospel. They're just beautiful. I don't know what would I wouldn't give them any title. I would just say
everything is.
No, I would just say a beautiful song. And a beautiful no, really. Gospel is screaming more.
No, everything I read about you on the internet said you were kind of like more of a country singer, though, and you can hear the country in your voice in that song, even though it's not necessarily a country song.
Well, I would say she's a ballad singer. In my day, we'd call it ballads.
I mean,
let's let her answer it.
I'd say that the song "Walk with the Big Guy" is definitely Christian or leaning towards gospel music. But the rest of the music that I sing is strictly country music. Some would even call it maybe folk or bluegrass.
Folk. Gospel is very loud. Gospel is a lot of hallelujah.
Not anymore. Well, the old days.
Well, gospel is gospel.
So wait, they
changed that too now? Would they make it?
Actually, did you? Because I grew up with a sister who is extremely religious.
Me too. My sister's a born again Christian.
I actually have I used to listen to Michael W. Smith like all the time. He's still one of my favorite singers, even though I don't really listen to a lot of Christian music. Do you know who Michael W. Smith is? He might be too old for you. You know, he was kind of like the Christian Rick Springfield. Which actually, do you know who Rick Springfield is?
What do you think? She's 3 years old?
No, she just got out of college. She's young.
But she's not 6.
I'm old enough to be your grandfather.
Yeah,
Come
but
on.
Jimmy,
You're old enough to be your great-grandfather.
Jimmy, when you're in the music world, you know everybody in the music world, old and young. It's like being, anyway.
Who are some of your favorite country singers?
Ooh, favorite country singers? I'm immediately going to have to say Shania Twain, Toby
she's
Keith,
fabulous.
Taylor Swift before the whole pop thing.
That's funny because I never listened to Taylor Swift until she became the pop thing, and I'm just not a huge. I think she's super talented.
What about Stevie Nicks?
I love Stevie Nicks.
I love Stevie Nicks. I love her.
Stevie Nicks isn't country, though.
No, I know. I'm just bringing up voices that are wonderful. Stevie Nicks is when she's with her group. What is it called again?
Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac. God, they're wonderful. I could listen to them all night long.
So wait, okay. So I went on your website. First of all, you have 2 videos. One of them is you singing the national anthem at Fenway Park for a Red Sox game. So
your
kudos
dad
to
told
you.
Us that.
That must be a huge deal, like for you. Were you nervous?
I was very nervous, but as soon as I started singing, I knew that it was going to be fine.
You're a professional. Yeah, you're a professional.
I love that part.
Professionals don't get nervous. They get, a little I never get nervous. Usually I'm nervous after I work. I get nervous saying, shit, I hope I did it right. But no.
I love it. So hold on. So then you had another video. I think it was Hallelujah, right? Is that the video that's on there? That's like Jeff Buckley.
Yeah. Yep.
Which you did phenomenal on. Everybody check out thereneeleavitt.com because you can see the videos on her video thing that she got there. And so I was getting information from you off of there. It said that you performed with Gary U.S. Bonds and Southside Johnny. Gary U.S. Bonds, I can't think. I know the name because I know he's like super famous. I don't know a song right off the top of my head, but just the fact that you performed with him, was that a total thrill?
Yeah, it was wonderful. He's a wonderful man.
What does Gary U.S. Bonds sing? Do you know?
He sings "Can't Teach an Old Dog New Tricks."
Can't teach an old dog new tricks.
You're asking me. I don't even know what it is.
Gary U.S. Bonds? He's like an American icon.
I have never heard the name before in my life.
Really?
Never. I don't listen to music. I listen to my recordings on my phone.
What are the recordings on your phone?
No, he listens to Johnny
Stand
Mathis.
there just a moment, darling. Let me catch my breath.
His favorite singer is Peggy Lee. He listens to Peggy Lee,
seen
Johnny
a picture
Mathis.
Or chances are,
that's Johnny
because I
Mathis.
wear a silly grin. Or Peggy Lee. Just for a thrill. You made my life one sad song. Just for a thrill.
Actually, Southside Johnny, I don't know anything they sing either, but I've heard of Southside Johnny. But Gary U.S. Bonds, I know, is like an icon because you always see like he does shows and they sell out like immediately, in concerts when he's like touring.
The wonderful thing about being my age, 82, is I have so many decades to choose from to live in. And I live in a lot of those decades still. Because what's present today, I'm not happy with. I'm not happy living in this decade. Neither are many people in our country. But I choose my decades. I'm not one of these people, it's now, I have to be it. You know what I mean? There's some people that are so ashamed. No, they're ashamed to say they listen to Peggy Lee because, it's old music. Music is never old.
I like,
and music belongs to everybody.
I like the love songs of the 70s, like the soft rock and ballads.
Well, you live in a decade
also. But I listen to everything, like especially hip hop. I like hip hop and Justin Bieber, and I like all that stuff. So, so who are some modern people that are out now that you
modern? Modern people.
Who are some modern people who you like, kind of like, and that you listen to?
I'm ancient. Today is modern.
I don't know. I mean, I listen to a lot of like U2. I do listen to some Justin Bieber.
I saw U2 Joshua Tree concert tour. I've seen them on tour twice, like many. I mean, I'm talking like 25 years ago, but they were phenomenal. I don't really listen to modern U2. I listen to all the old stuff. Look at what she's got in the back of her thing, Katniss. Did you like those movies?
I did. My brother actually got that poster for me.
I love the Hunger Games movies. I think they're so freaking like awesome.
What's her name in them?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, I love Jennifer Lawrence.
The Hunger Games, Twilight, and Harry Potter are like my three favorite like things that go on and on.
I think Jennifer Lawrence is one of the best actresses we have out there today. I've seen her play so many parts, and from one actor to another, that's a good compliment. I would love to work with Jennifer Lawrence, play her father.
Oh, you could
or something, Keller, whatever the hell they always play.
So if you were going to go on concert, let's say you were going to go, first of all, you blow up and you're like the huge next big thing, which I think you have the definite potential to be, and you're going to go on concert and you can go with, and they're going to let you like perform with any three groups or singers. It doesn't have to be a group. So they call you up and say, hey, we're going to put you on tour and these are the three people and you get to pick them. Who are they going to be?
I'd say one band that I would love to play with is AJR. They're modern and they are just absolutely electric on stage.
Okay.
Another group that I really like that I would love to say that I've performed with is Breaking Benjamin. So big switch in genre.
Great band though.
Oh yeah, absolutely incredible. And then I don't know. Paul McCartney was just in the area, and I would love to perform with him.
Oh, that's right. So Johnny, one of our good friends and one of my clients is going to see Paul McCartney tomorrow in New York, which is awesome. And Paul McCartney is freaking awesome.
He's my age.
Do you like?
See, so even old bags are still in.
Do you like Rascal Flatts? Like I for country, I like Rascal Flatts a lot. And I didn't even know who they were, except for that I used to be a big American Idol fan. And I used to old American Idol with all the old people. I don't like the new ones now.
There's no such thing as old people. Stop that.
No, the old American Idol shows that were on 20 years ago, not the ones that are on now. When they had, Randy and Paula Abdul and all those people, I like those. And Rascal Flatts came on and performed with Carrie Underwood. I had never heard of them, and now I'm like a big Rascal Flatts, fan. So you find music in all different kinds of ways. You never know how you're going to do it. Have you been on tour a lot? Have you done a lot of shows?
I've done a lot of shows. I wouldn't necessarily call it a tour, but I'm constantly performing. I am consistently having shows. I need to update my website. If you were looking at the events page at all.
Yeah, I saw there's 2 shows coming up, I think.
There's actually 4 now. So my dad just told me about 2 others, and I still have to update the website.
Now I'm going to ask the obvious question. Okay. Do you do voices like your dad?
Not professionally. I'm not very good at them. I can sort of do a Mickey Mouse, but that's about it. I think it's just because my voice is high.
Your father's incredible. He was banging them out quicker than tennis balls. He is really.
He did like literally like 50 of them.
He's a talent. I mean, he's got an ear for sound. He's wonderful.
Has he brought you on his show and interviewed you since now you're a country star?
Yeah, I've been on his show a few times. I actually filled in for my uncle back when he was a co-host. So I have definitely seen a bunch of the radio show scene.
It's fun to do. It's just fun to basically you need to get out on all mediums anyway, which I was going to tell you. So you guys, her Twitter is you don't really do your social media enough.
I do my personal accounts a lot, but I'm not on that Twitter all too much.
Well, I noticed though your Instagram is private. You need to make one that's for you, the singer, that's public, so your fans can really, get going with you. I'm a publicist, so I'm telling you from experience, this is what you need to do because nobody can really get you as private, and if it's your personal one, you probably don't want people on it anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a teacher in the fall, so I can't really have that public account on Instagram, at least for my personal stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Isn't that terrible how things have gotten to be, though? So what are you going to teach? What are you going to teach?
I'll be teaching religion to middle school boys.
Good for you. Okay. Oh, is it a private school then?
Yep.
Good for you. I mean, I think it's fun that you're doing all the things that you want to do, and there's no reason why you can't do everything, but I do realize
but balancing religion and song, it's a little difficult because, the kids will hear the music and get too familiar because they'll know her through music and they won't be so respectful. This way she maintains.
Yeah, but she does respectful songs.
Well, no. I don't mean that she. No. Don't make it sordid. No, you know what I mean. Like in other words, if one of my teachers was an actress, I would have known her from film, and it wouldn't be the same.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Oh, so
my opinion.
Yeah,
I mean, if Marilyn Monroe were my history teacher, I would have said, "Hey, screw history, Marilyn. When are we going to have lunch?"
Yeah, right. I think it's terrific. So did you always grow up? Because I wanted to be a teacher when I was young. Did you always?
You would have made a good teacher.
I wanted to be a teacher. The only problem was for a male. Back then, I thought I was heterosexual, and because Ron and I are married. I don't know if you know that. Ron and I are married. So
I know that.
Okay, so Ron and I are married. So, but before that, I wanted to be a teacher, but I did not think that we would be able to.
We're going to rot in hell.
I didn't think I would be able to support a family because back when I was in school, a teacher made like $22,000 a year when I got out of college. And you couldn't support anybody, on it. So I didn't do it because of that. And I went into other things, but I think it's awesome with all the things going on in the world that I think that teachers are one of the more important catalysts for our society. Teachers to me are the ones who should be getting paid a lot of money because you're influencing all the children and not not the politicians.
No, how about teachers should be giving the right to reprimand a child, to praise a child, and to teach a child anymore. Because we have my very good friend has two sons and they're both teachers, and they were told they're not allowed to make one boy a star and the other one not. Everybody's equal. And if a child misbehaves, and she's a teacher also, and one kid said something terrible to her, and I'm going to repeat it.
No, don't repeat
I won't use her name. He said, "Please sit on my face. I want to guess your weight." And she reported, no, listen.
Look at her, she's freaking out.
Wait, she reported him to the principal, and his parents went up there and said, "My son was so humiliated and upset because you reprimanded him for what he said." Teachers don't have a right anymore, at least not in New York. They don't have a right. They cannot reprimand a child. They cannot punish a child, and they cannot praise a child that does better than other children. And I think that's so unfair because we can't always be equal. Equality doesn't come totally with everyone. There's always a superiority and a lesser. So trying to make the world equal is an insane thought. I mean, you need ants and you need.
I
the
never
queen
got a
bee.
participation thing. Like when I was in school, I was a tennis player, and you either won or you lost, but you didn't get like a ribbon for trying. So the world has changed a lot, and I think it's different. I think it's very difficult for you going into it as a teacher, but I think you have a level head. And obviously it's something that you're passionate about or you wouldn't be doing it. So I give kudos to you and I hope it goes extremely well.
Teaching is a hard job.
Have you done it before? You must have had to intern as a teacher.
I did student teaching this past year, and I was not at the same school that I'm going to be at, but it was definitely a learning experience.
Well, also, you're in a religious school. Those kids are totally raised differently. They're raised with respect and manners, and they behave.
I hope.
But if you were in a ghetto public school, forget it. You'd have to get a machine gun. Oh, yeah, now they want teachers to have guns. You love that? Yeah, it's okay. No. They're giving. No, I just read it the other day.
No, I actually read that too.
That teachers now will be given guns. And I thought, what kind of a world do we live in that a teacher needs a gun to protect herself in case one of the students whips out a machine gun and starts mowing everybody down? So she has the right to shoot him down. What is it, the Wild West? Did you ever in your life? I mean, the world's gotten crazy. We really need to talk to the big guy. I mean, why the hell is he letting this happen? I'll never know.
She's speechless now. You've like ruined it for her.
No, I mean, really and truly.
No.
I mean, teachers with guns.
So everybody, this is Renee Leavitt. You can go to thereneeleavitt.com and you can see all stuff about her because she's not on social media. And you really want to get both her albums. One of them is called The Story and one of them is called The Sequel. They're on all the streaming services, right?
Yes, they are. You can find them just about anywhere.
So you can get them everywhere. We want to make her Walk with the Big Guy. We want that to go viral, everybody. And everybody, it really is an inspirational, uplifting story in the music. She sings it beautifully.
I love the lyrics. They're very the lyrics. Listen to the lyrics and do what the lyrics say, folks.
They're actually
but I want to
beautiful.
say something to you. There's an old saying, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And it certainly didn't with you. You're as lovely as your dad is, and as personable. And your parents did a fine job raising you. You're a lady. You have style, class. You're sweet. You're good-natured, and you
got to be smart because she went to a good school.
And you're very clean-cut. Some of the qualities that we've lost today. You wouldn't walk around with Spears tattoos and a mini skirt without a bra. You wouldn't do that.
Thank God.
I thank God. There are some people left with decency.
I love that. I think it's terrific. And I want to say I wish you all the success in the world in both of your careers, in your music career, in your teaching career, and just in life. You seem like a wonderful, wonderful person. And I hope that everything that you go for and everything that you want comes.
Yep. And you're a pleasure knowing. I'm happy I know you.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm happy that I know you too.
I'm happy. I hope so. We're sinners. You're supposed to like. My sister doesn't talk to me, My sister hasn't spoke. My sister's a born-again Christian. And she said to me, you can't be in my life because you've chosen your lifestyle. And I said, stupid. I was born this way. Oh, no, you weren't. I said, sister, dear, I was born this way. I did not choose this lifestyle. You have to be out of your mind to choose a lifestyle where everybody is against you and the world hates you and makes fun of you. That's a sick thought. It's sad.
They love your smile in the chat room. They're all talking about it.
I love her smile too. So please do me a favor. When you preach to people, be kind.
Of course. It would not be in my lifestyle to judge other people.
Right, exactly. We all have a right on the planet.
That was beautiful, actually.
And we all should, be listen to your lyrics. That's all I'm going to say. That's a beautiful song with a beautiful voice, a beautiful video on the beach, all white, pretty girl flowing. It was a spiritual moments. And I suggest to everybody, get that song. And when you're down and out and low and you feel crappy, play it. And, talk to the big guy. You never know.
So how was it going to school? I've never been to Boston. It's the one place I've never been to Boston. I have friends who are from Boston, but I've never been there. And Boston University, though, I know is like a top-notch, very hard to get in school. So I know that means you have to be smart.
When I was young.
How was it going to school in Boston?
It was good.
Close to home. Did you live at home or did you stay in a dorm?
Yeah, I commuted to school. It was like at the beginning of COVID, it was like a 20-minute drive-in, but by the time I was finishing, it was like an hour drive-in just because of traffic.
That's funny.
When I was in my early 20s, we used to fly from Long Island to Boston for Italian food. All right?
Wow.
Because the Italian, I'm serious, and then spend the night in Boston and then fly back to Long Island. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was $50 round trip.
That's pretty good.
$25. Well, but this is going back to 1960. So we're going back a long time. But I love Boston. I love walking the Red Line, going to all the wonderful things, the Seven Gables and the witches, and up in, it's
Salem.
wonderful. Salem.
Yes.
Boston is a place to go visit, folks. It's a really beautiful city.
I didn't know Salem was near there. I
Yeah.
mean, Salem from like Salem.
No, I saw with the Pilgrim Rock with my daughters and I. When I was divorced, my daughters and I went for Thanksgiving dinner to Plymouth Rock. There's a lovely restaurant that overlooks the rock where they walked on. And we had our Thanksgiving dinner there. We went to the witch's house. We did the Seven Gables. We did Paul Revere.
Seven Gables. What's
House
that?
of Seven Gables. Learn.
Oh, from a movie. That's a movie.
No, it's not a movie.
Oh.
It's history. Paul Revere's ride into town. It's a historically wonderful town, a beautiful town, and the most expensive part is gorgeous, where all the row houses are. I forgot what it was called, that street. It's a very important street to live on. Beautiful street. No, but
So
Boston,
you grew up in Boston then?
I mean, I'm in a suburb.
In a suburb.
Everybody
Yeah.
around here says that they're from Boston.
just don't go to Boston in January unless you're an Eskimo. It's cold
It gets
and
cold. Yes.
snowy and really cold. But
And
I Boston's one of my favorite cities.
I want to go.
Well, when we go back east, we'll go to Boston.
Yeah, I want to go to Boston.
And then I used to go up to Cape Cod. You go to Cape Cod a lot, right?
Oh yeah, I have a
love
Cape Cod.
Cape. I love Cape Cod. One of my favorite. Sandwich is beautiful. I mean, I just love that whole part of the East Coast. I'm an East Coaster. I'm from New York, so I love
I'm
the
from
East.
Florida.
I love the East Coast. East Coast has history, style, class.
I'm
and
from
beauty.
Florida, but then I met him and we moved to Pennsylvania, and we lived in Pennsylvania
Another
for 5
beautiful
years,
state.
and then we moved back here. But when we were in Pennsylvania, we never went to Boston. I want to go to Boston.
Pennsylvania is probably one of the most scenic states you ever want to go to. Riding through Pennsylvania is absolutely beautiful. Woods and mountains, and at the fall when the leaves change, gorgeous.
Oh, in the chat
We
room,
have a beautiful country. Our
in-
country is really a very beautiful country.
in the chat room, they're saying that whoever your students are going to be very lucky.
Lucky is
to
right.
have you as a teacher, so that's nice.
Because
That's very sweet. Thank you.
no, because you're sweet and kind, and we could see you're caring, and you're going to make your students feel loved, and that's the most important thing. If they love you, they'll listen to you.
All right, everybody. So one more time, this is Renee Leavitt.
Mhm.
She's fantastically talented. Please check out thereneeleavitt.com, and Leavitt is LEAVITT.com. Check out her brand new recent single, Walk with the Big Guy. She's got 2 albums out
Good
on
song.
Spotify.
Good
Just
song.
Google her name. It's RENEE and then LEAVITT. We want to thank you for coming on the show. We wish you the best of luck. Please send a hello to your father. We really enjoyed having him on
Right.
also, and we wish you the best in everything that you do.
And you're totally delightful in every way.
Well,
Whoever
thank
the lucky guy that gets you, choose well. Choose,
I will.
take your time, choose correctly, because you're a special girl. I tell that
Thank
to
you.
my daughters all the time.
All right. Thank you.
Have a
Renee.
great one.
Bye.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank
She's
you.
a sweetie pie. Isn't she sweet girl?
Absolutely.
What a nice
My
girl.
phone is just going off a million messages. So everybody, we have a busy Friday. We're going to be going to LA on Friday.
Big deal party.
Some kind of a party Friday night. We'll see how hopefully it'll be fun. I'm also going to
I hope it's going to be what it's cracked up to be. If it is, it's going to be quite an event, and we will have photographs and stories about the Friday evening party.
I'm also going to shoot a little interview for a documentary that they're making on the Fast and Furious series, since I did the costume
Right.
design for
I
the
was going
second
to bring
one.
that up. I'm proud of
And
Jimmy.
so I'm going to go get a little interview,
Mhm.
and then we're going to go to a party. It should be a lot of fun.
And I'd like to say something about my very dear friend Sue Wong. Sue Wong has been kicked off of Facebook for no reasons of merit. She was photographed in France by a photographer who claims he owns the photograph, and she, without permission, used it on Facebook. It's her picture. It's her photograph. And because of that, Facebook is possibly not giving her her subscription. They're taking it away from her. So if you want to help my dear friend Sue Wong out and do me and Jimmy a favor, contact Facebook, write to them and say, it's absurd what you're doing to Sue Wong. She did nothing wrong. and she should be reinstated on Facebook because she only posted the most beautiful pictures and positive, beautiful writings about spirits and souls. And it's just a sin what garbage is taking over, folks. They're getting rid of the good stuff. So please contact Facebook if you're a member and say, stop the nonsense with Sue Wong, reinstate her.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it if you do it. Do it for me.
That's right. And so we got like 4 minutes left too. So we have to talk about something
4
interesting.
minutes left. How come that?
What did we watch? Did we watch anything interesting we can tell anybody to see?
Oh, I watch old movies because I love all my old stars that I miss that are dead. I like watching and seeing them. I watch a Robert Mitchum film. Although I've never met Robert Mitchum, I feel like I know him because Jane Russell, who was my best friend, was also best friends with Robert Mitchum. And she spoke of him fondly and also gave me a lot of good stories about Robert Mitchum.
Oh, for anybody who watching Stranger Things too. So I only watched the first 2 seasons, but now I watched season 3 and I'm partially through season 4. Season 3 was a little bit not that good, but it's a great show. Everybody supported. Like, it's unbelievable what a fan base the show has created. So if you're checking out and looking for something cool to watch Stranger Things. On Hacks, we've already finished it. I mean, on HBO Max, we finished Hacks season 1 and season 2, but they're both hilarious. You guys would really like Hacks, and also Frankie and Grace we finished.
And also, I believe it's being released in about a week or so, a film that I'm in called Clown Motel 2. What
is it coming out that fast?
I think it's coming out in July.
It might be. Then you got a ways to go.
I said a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, in July. It's a campy film. It's a horror film, and I think the kids will love it. I play General Milan, and we were out there to get those clowns because they're bad people, and it's a fun movie.
And also, you guys, I got my Instagram back as at Jimmy Star instead of all the other ones that I had. So you can please follow me on Instagram. It's at Jimmy Star. On Twitter, I'm at Dr. Jimmy Star. Ron is at Ron Russell Show. And Ron is Ron Russell on Facebook. And I'm Star Jimmy on Facebook. And what else do we have to tell people? I know we have all kinds of things we did. I don't remember any of them.
I just want to tell people to be kind to each other. Do what you can to make our country better. Behave. Help those that need help. And don't be jealous or mean, because those negative things rot you. Positive thinking is what we need to do.
Claudia told me to tell you that there's a book that came out a couple of months ago, and it's called Mean, Moody, Magnificent, Jane Russell in the Marketing of a Hollywood Legend.
You're kidding.
Came out in June of last year.
And it's all about Jane Russell?
All about Jane Russell.
Oh, I wonder how many lies they put in that. There's somebody on YouTube that did a documentary on Jane Russell, and I was furious because he copied my entire interview I did with Jane Russell, my questions and her answers, and he's using it as if it was he that did the interview. And they added to it stuff that's not true. I know everything about Jane. Jane and I were buddies. We spent hours, years together, traveled together, stayed at each other's homes, went to dinner. I mean, we were as close as anybody could be. So if anybody knows the truth about Jane Russell, it's me. And if I read this book, I don't know if I get a nervous breakdown from it. No, because they write terrible things. You know, she never was lovers with Howard Hughes. Never, ever, ever. And yet they say that he kept her, and it's all bullshit. Why they want to... She's not like, I spoke about Rita Hayworth to Jane in my interview, and Jane turned around and she said to me, well, you don't know, do you? She's not here to tell you. And I'm applying that to Jane. Jane's not here anymore to tell you, but I'm here, and I'm going to tell you. I set the record straight for my buddy Jane, and I always bring her up in my show, in my writing on Facebook, because I miss her. I love her. She was the kindest, sweetest person. Not so sweet. She was kind of sarcastically nasty at times, but that was her personality. She was a tough broad, but she never meant anything by it. I mean, she loved you. She loved you. She was a friend, and she loved me, and I was a friend. She was my friend.
So we want to thank everybody then, because we're going to run out of time now.
What's the name of the book?
It's called Mean, moody, and magnificent. Jane
Mean,
Russell
moody,
and magnificent.
and magnificent.
Jane Russell and the marketing of a Hollywood legend.
She was never mean. Moody, yeah, she got mood swings.
Anyway,
Negative.
We're out of time. So, thank you, everybody in the chat room.
Full of shit.
Everybody in the chat room, thanks so much for tuning in. We want to thank our new engineer, Juan. We want to thank our guests, Renee Leavitt and Tony Moore. We'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.
Everybody, don't buy that book. It's a lie, I bet. I want him on our show. Let's get that guy who wrote that book the girl who wrote that book on this show. Let's get her on this show.
No, we don't want to crucify people. Anyway, we're off, everybody. See you next week.
Why she's saying mean.
We got to read the book. Bye, everybody.
Can turn out to be so wrong. Yeah, we in the mix. It's another episode. Here we go. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Interviewing the hottest, newest, and truest up to date celebrities. Make sure to subscribe so you can get notified weekly. Jimmy Star, he's the king of cool. Ron Russell, he's a gorgeous dude. Chat room is live and you would be a fool not to vibe with us at the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Come watch it live on W4CY Radio. Miss some past episodes? Download on iTunes. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. It's the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.
Dunkin' Refreshers are the perfect way to get a little more out of your day. With more tropical flavors like new mango pineapple and more ways to get glowing. Available with green tea, coconut milk, or lemonade. You've got what you need to make the most out of every moment, even the one spent stuck in traffic. What a beautiful day. Sip into all your favorite Dunkin' Refreshers like new mango pineapple. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Additional charges may apply.
Dad is the smartest guy you know, so give him a gift that's just as smart. Like a battery-powered smart doorbell from Google Nest that lets him see what's happening at his door and answer it from anywhere. The Google Nest doorbell is now on special buy for only $129.99 and works on any home. Find the best and smartest gifts for Dad. Feels like Father's Day at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Offer valid through June 19, 2022 at participating U.S. stores and online. Limit 5 per customer.